Everybody, so in this video, because it's so hot outside, we're going to be inside, but I want to go over a recipe that I've been doing for quite a while, and it's a pepper garlic or garlic pepper oil. Basically, you're infusing garlic and pepper flavors into a cooking oil, like an olive oil, avocado oil, whatever kind of oil you use. So y'all sit back, relax, grab your coffee, join me on this ride while we make some garlic and pepper infused cooking oil. Or olive oil. Okay, so this oil is super useful if you want to add just a little bit of a different spice flavor profile to, say, pastas, pizzas, things of that nature. Anything you want to add just a little bit of spice to that will change up that dish. I've done this pepper oil recipe one time, so this will be the second time I've done it. It's really easy, y'all. There's not a lot to it. I'm putting all the ingredients up right here on the screen. Crushed red peppers, jalapenos, some olive oil or whatever kind of oil you like to use, and garlic. That's it. Now, before we start chopping into the garlic and the jalapenos and everything, let's get the oil going. Now, I already have a little bit of oil in the pot, in case you're wondering, because I always add a little bit more of the oil just to make sure I have plenty to fill up the mason jar. I might just be right at the 2-cup mark with what I have in this jar. Yep, so we're good. Go ahead and pour that in. And again, I want to get this not blazing, boiling hot, but somewhere around 120 to 150. Now let's fill up the mason jar. This recipe calls for 4 ounces of crushed red pepper. So we're gonna just put the whole jar in. Now remember, when you're handling this kind of stuff, there's gonna be dust. This is pepper. I have absolutely gassed myself from this in the past, so don't do that. Now we're going to add in the jalapenos. Man. And then the garlic. Just like that, y'all. Okay, now what I like to do is put a pan down. We're gonna place a jar on top of a dish rag. Reason for that is you're pouring hot oil into this jar, and you don't want it to be sitting on a cold countertop. It could crack the jar. We don't want that. I'm putting it in here because when I pour the oil in, sometimes it spills a little bit, and I don't want it all over my countertop. I want it right here. Okay, now, if you want a more garlic flavored oil, bust these open and let the inside juices come out. For me, I like it kind of mild-ish. Along with the pepper flavors, this is a really, really, really good oil. Now, I got all these garlics from my garden. When I harvested my garlics about, 5 weeks ago, I guess. They're done curing, so now I'm starting to use them, and this is a great way to utilize stuff that you've grown in your garden. These jalapenos I bought from the store because my jalapeno game right now isn't the best, but that's all right. Now, if you want a little bit of a spicier oil, use serranos. Maybe infuse a few habaneros. Whatever you want to do, you can make this oil exactly to your taste. This is just a basic recipe. Yeah. Let's check the oil. Should be probably right about time. All right, before we pour this in, I want to warn everyone, so I'm putting the warning up right here. This is the dangerous part. This is the part where you can get hurt, so you need to be very careful, pay attention to what you're doing, make sure you don't have any littles or anybody around you, because this oil is hot. As you saw, it's probably about 160 right now, and I only had it on the high flames for probably 3 minutes, maybe 4 at the most. So this is dangerous part. This is the dangerous part of doing this. But after that, y'all, it's downhill. All right, so again, you've been warned. Be careful. So this oil is actually a little hotter than I'd want it normally to be, but I think we're going to be fine. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. If you have a way of funneling it in, I would use that. I don't, so I'm standing kind of far back. And we're just going to slowly pour this in. Can y'all hear that? The sizzling. Ooh, yeah. That is what we want to see right there, y'all. And of course, I'm spilling everywhere, which I expected. We want to make sure the oil gets all the way down in. So you want to try to go ahead and scrape down. This is what I do to make sure the oil gets down all the way to the bottom, so we can get all those good flavors. And you can see how low the oil just went, right? Because it's now getting down into those red pepper flakes and infusing that flavor down all the way through the entire jar, which is perfect. You see how much it lowered, right? And this is why I always add just a little bit more oil to the recipe than just the 2 cups, because you want to make sure you have enough to cover everything in the jar. Now again, I'm going to keep pushing down because I want to make sure the oil is as far down into those red pepper flakes as we can get it. Which honestly, y'all, I think I'm good at that point. I'm going to top that off. So I'm going to go ahead and top this off. Just like so. All right, look how pretty that looks. I mean, seriously, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. All right, y'all. Now, this part right here is the easiest. Now we just wait. You're going to wait about 2 to 3 hours or until the jar comes to room temp, to where you can hold it and it's not burning your hands off, basically. And you're giving the oil plenty of time to infuse all those flavors into the oil. After that, we strain it. You're going to strain it into whatever jar you'd like to use. If you have a beautiful decorative jar that you can use and sit out, then do that. For me, I'm just going to use this jar right here. It's got a nice little top. I can just use it, sprinkle it on. No issue there. And yeah, so now we're just going to wait 2 to 3 hours and then we'll be back. So, all right, y'all, it has been just under 3 hours and look at how good this looks. Yeah, you could totally smell the garlic, the peppers, everything. So the next step is to strain it. Now, I know you're going to say, man, all that ingredients and you're straining it all out, you're wasting a lot. Depends on how you look at it. Either way, we got to strain it to get the oil, because that's what we want. We want the oil. We don't want all the other stuff. So let me get a pot and let's get this thing strained. All right, y'all, we're going to use this pot. When you use a strainer, obviously you don't want a strainer that's got big holes in it. You want to strain out everything and just have the oil. So I'm going to use this one. I thought I had a smaller strainer than this, but it'll be fine. So here we go. Just going to pour it in. Just like so. Okay, now look at all that oil down there. Look at all that good oil. I'm going to come back over it with another. I'm going to come back over it here with this bowl just to help push and keep pushing out that oil that we want. Now I'm sure there's other ways to do this part right here, but this is what I'm doing right now. I'm not pushing so hard where I'm going to break the strainer, but I'm definitely applying the pressure. Look at all that oil down there. That is the goodness that we want right there. All right, look at all that. Yes. So now we're going to put that into whatever container you want to store it in. Again, like I showed earlier, I'm just going to use this one. All right. Look at all that good oil right there. Now that's what we're talking about, y'all. Whoops. Let's not spill it, Chad. So right now I have some noodles boiling because I like to add some of this over these kind of noodles right here. Where are those? Ratonis. And just get just a little snack, nothing crazy. You know, if you're watching your carbs and all that, then this might not be the recipe for you. But again, you can add this to the top of your pizzas, breads, pastas, whatever. Now let's give it a little taste. That's really good, y'all. Can totally taste the heat from the pepper flakes. You can taste the jalapeno, and you can definitely taste the garlic. So again, you don't need a lot of this, and it's a little hot. It's a little hotter than I thought it would be, honestly, because I didn't add serranos like I was going to do. But right now my serrano plants are going through their growing phase as far as putting on more pepper. So I didn't use the serranos. I went ahead and got the store-bought jalapenos, and this is definitely stronger than I thought it was going to be. Let me put it that way. Very, very good. And again, you got about a month to use it. After that, just make more, toss out what you don't use. Now, I probably put 1 or 2 jalapenos more than I have in the past. So that's probably why it's a little bit hotter than I was expecting, but it is very, very good, and it's going to taste great on this pasta right here. All right, yeah, let's do it. Nothing like a nice little snack of some pasta. Has just enough spice to be spicy, but not like burn your mouth off and kill you. Now you could always add a little Parmesan cheese to this, just whatever you want to do. But as far as the oil is concerned, there's definitely the heat, not gonna lie, but it's not killing me. This would be great to add just to drizzle over some pizza, add just a little bit of a different profile. So this recipe right here gave me just over 9 ounces of the oil. Obviously, if you want more than that, if you could really use this a lot, you would just double the recipe. Again, putting all the recipe and everything down below in the description. And there you go. All right, everybody, so that's the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you learned something. If nothing else, give this a shot. If you like a spicy kind of an oil, you're gonna love this. I guarantee it. So if you haven't already, do me the 3 favors. Share, like, subscribe to this channel if you've not done so already. And also comment. If you have a different recipe or something I could add, take away, whatever, drop it down in the comments and share it with this fast-growing community of like-minded gardeners and cooks. Everyone take care. May God continue to bless each and every one of you. And I will talk to you all again real soon. Bye.